Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a little video about how to set and reach your goals in 2019. Today is January 6th when I'm filming this, and it's been almost a week of the new year and I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to reach my goals this year or New Year's resolutions. But I know a lot of people have struggled in the past. I've struggled in the past, but I think I found a pretty good way to reach the resolutions that I set on January 1st. So I want to share that with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so my first tip is to create attainable goals. I think a lot of people, when they are setting for New Year's resolutions, they create a goal that on paper sounds amazing, but you're most likely not going to be able to keep that up every single day of the year, or even 8 months out of the year. So setting a goal that is in practice possible is really important so that you don't feel like a failure and you don't quit out on your goals like week 3. Let's say I want to go to the gym every single day, and that is an awesome goal. I'm sure there are people who can do that. If you are one of them, awesome. Like, leave me tips down below on how you do that.
No, seriously, please tell me.
But for a lot of people who work or go to school or have a family, that's not attainable every single day. And when you don't go every single day, you kind of begin to, back out on your commitments, and then you just don't go at all. So maybe in the beginning, create a goal that's like, I want to go to the gym 3 days a week. And if you do more, great. If you do less, you kind of have to bump it up. But I'd say 2 or 3 days a week is a pretty attainable goal for most people. And you can always boost it from there. But that way, if you can't go 7 days a week every week, you don't feel like you weren't able to complete your goals at all, and I'm sure you will still be seeing results. So my second tip is to put yourself in a headspace of success. I honestly feel like that sounds like something I would stitch on a pillow. But seriously, I mean this. This is what works for me in a lot of ways, is to just really set myself up for success, not just in, writing down my goal, but really in making it possible. So for me, sometimes what I really need is just a few things to get me started. And if that is, maybe I'm saying I want to journal every day. Well, I obviously have to get a journal and maybe a cute set of pens to really motivate me. Or maybe that is telling a family or friend to keep you accountable. Maybe tell your best friend, hey, I'm trying to get up every morning early before work and work out. Then they can keep you accountable, or just check in every once in a while and be like, hey, how's that resolution going? And kind of like, that someone knows about your goals, so it kind of keeps you a little bit more on task. Or just setting up a cute space that makes you feel inspired. Maybe doing a vision board or something if that's your thing, or putting little reminders on your phone that just kind of like, keep it up, you're doing great. Whatever that takes. That might be really cheesy, but for example, I, in order to be successful, really like to have a space that makes me feel successful. So I make my room really cute. I like it this way, and every morning I wake up and I look around and I'm like, you know what? I'm inspired to go out and do well because I feel good in my surroundings and I feel, cleansed, rejuvenated, whatever you call it, and it just makes me want to get out there and work. Just kind of make your space and surrounding mindset really conducive to the resolutions that you've created. My third tip is to write it down. If this is in a journal, if this is in your phone, whatever works for you, writing it down is just a great way of mentally putting your thoughts somewhere, just kind of as your dumping grounds, and being able to check in periodically and seeing, oh, am I actually keeping up with what I promised myself, or kind of how am I doing? And something I've liked to use is this little habit tracker I created. You can see this is just for my month of January, but I have some things down here like, how many days did I not spend? How many days did I get up and go running? How many days did I do my Bible study? So on and so forth. And every day I can color in a little space of what I did. And as you can see, it's only day 6. I might not have been doing all of those things, but I've tried to at least do one of them every day. And I can look back and see, okay, how do I really feel like I'm doing? I've gone running, 4 days this week. Awesome, okay. And, maybe I should spend a little less, but there's a way that I can keep myself accountable. So I would really say that's a great little thing to incorporate into your resolution. Right. And my fourth tip is to reward yourself when you're successful. I'm sure people have heard the whole phrase, treat yourself, and I'm a firm believer of that. Sometimes I feel like I do it too often. Hello, my whole checklist is no spending, yeah. But I think rewarding yourself when you're successful just really motivates you to keep going and kind of gives your brain that little release of serotonin, oh my gosh, look at me. I did actually complete this. I feel so good and I'm so proud of myself. And if this isn't something, if you don't have a significant other or a parent or a friend who's, celebrating with you all the time, celebrate for yourself. I mean, seriously, do things that make you happy and reward yourself when it's due. For example, one of my goals last year was if I lost X amount of weight and, did it by this certain time, which was this past year, I would go and purchase myself a really nice pair of leggings. And this is something I have yet to do because I am just about finished with my weight loss goals. I'm kind of finishing up from last year, which I'm super excited about. But that was something that I've looked forward to this entire year, was oh my gosh, just a little bit more, just a little bit harder, and then I can go and treat myself with this really nice pair of workout leggings that I've been eyeing and really, really want, but wouldn't purchase for myself, just randomly. So I'd say that's just a really good thing to keep in mind and help motivate yourself even more. And my fifth and final tip is to allow yourself to modify your goals. Now, I don't mean this as just completely quitting or changing it to something that's so easy because you got tired of working hard, but to modify it if it's no longer possible for you, but you still want to do better. I'd say that bettering yourself is better than not bettering yourself at all. So if maybe your goal was to lose a certain amount of weight, but you got really sick or there was a family emergency or something happened and there were just weeks taken out of your timeline that you just weren't able to work out or you weren't able to eat healthy or whatever that is, and now you're feeling down on yourself because, oh my gosh, you're not going to be able to reach that goal at the certain time, feel free to modify it. Life happens, things come up, and it's okay to still try to reach a goal, but not maybe reach the exact one you expected. Again, bettering yourself is better than not bettering yourself at all. Don't quit, just modify it a little bit and go get them. All right, you guys, that is it for my video. I hope you enjoyed and some of these tips were useful and helpful for you. Leave a comment down below if you have any tips that I can incorporate into my New Year's resolutions, or if you're interested in me making a video about any of mine. I'm trying to follow my advice that I've given and really make my goals possible. I hope you do as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Best of luck with everything this year, and I really hope that you're able to complete what you set out to do. Bye!